Hey, what's happening? Liswa Mutupi here, and I'm glad that you came back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be looking at GBPJPY, and I like the fact that we are going to be looking at the outcome of the trade that we saw during the week. If you didn't check that trade, just go back to it, go to my two previous videos, take a look at how I was seeing GBPJPY before it happened the way that it did now on this video that I'll be showing you, and just see how I see the market in terms of, you know, before the moves, how I tell myself of if let's say it happens to hit my stop loss, how I'm actually going to re-enter, what are my thought processes before I actually execute a trade. And as well, when you are in our Telegram group, you'd see some of the ways that I go about managing those trades. So just make sure that you are in our Telegram group. And then eventually this video here, what it's going to show you is some of the ways that I go into basically just managing it all the way up to the maximum profits, and how I want to show you guys that we actually executed two trades. The first trade, it hit our stop loss on it. It was our first entry. So instead of us giving up on this beautiful setup, we decided that we are going to wait for it to play out the way that it should. Because of forecasting that we done, we were able to know that it has to play out that way. And then eventually we started, like, you know, I'm getting second entries on it, and then we fortunately capitalized on the markets. Now, if you haven't, what you can do for me is you can easily just click that subscribe button, and also turn on the notification bell, so it can be able to just let you know whenever I upload a new video, and you'll be up to date with these trade ideas and some of these amazing trade setups that I have to share with you guys. Not only that, I focus more on giving you guys also some of the secrets that I have, and also things that I learn along my journey, because, you know, with me, what I do is that I document on my journey, just so you watching my videos, you don't have to experience a lot in order to go through a lot. You can just watch and learn, and then you implement those things that I'm teaching. So let's get into our video for today. So what you have here is our GBPJPY, and I remember previously what we did speak about is obviously from this area here. Let me just come back to you, show you guys where we are actually trying to go with this. We're trying to hit our targets being all the way up to here. This is where we're trying to go up to, but this is our first take profit, and obviously this is our second take profits on the daily time frame, not just our first take, but on the daily time frame. So going back to the 4-hour chart right here, one thing that I like about this chart, I'll make sure that I keep, since I'm going to be breaking down just GBPJPY, it's going to be a very short video. So what you can do is to just stay with me up until I finish this video, because what it does is that it also helps in terms of, like, you know, my view rates and all those things. So yeah, just stay with us. But yeah, so what you can see is here on the first touch, we saw this, second touch, we spotted this. And now on the third touch, this is where we was. So this is the things that I spoke about on the previous video of how, because on the previous video, the last time we left it, it was like literally here. So I was like, guys, I'm looking for a buy. So it was like literally here. Let me just go to the 60-minute to show you how we took our first loss. So how we went about taking our first loss was price eventually got here. And when price was here, we believed that with this engulfing candlestick, we believed that it's ready, because we had this first touch, second touch, and third touch on the 1 hour time frame. So we believe that this engulfing stick meant that we are ready. So we bought exactly here. This is where we bought exactly right here. We bought here, and boom, yeah, it went up a bit in profits, and then boom, price. So when I bought here, my stop loss was like very tight, like something like, I had a stop loss of something like this. I think it was a 30 pip stop loss. So somewhere like here, somewhere here. And my take profit was like, yeah, looking to take 10% on our rewards. So eventually price went up a bit up, and the way it went so quick, because with the way that I normally trade, I would have already logged in profits, but it moved so quick and I couldn't see this trade. And by the time I came back, it was like literally already gone. You understand? So it went up, and then boom, it rejected, couldn't close above, and then it went down and took us out. So we were a bit more patient on it. It went down, and then it came back here to retest. So what I done here is that I was able to spot that, yeah, it's a third touch. We've seen our third touch areas, but this area that we've got here, how price got to the third touch is what actually took my attention. because we got our first touch, our second touch. Then now on this beautiful third touch, I saw this engulfing candlestick. So I was like, not engulfing, I mean star. So I was like, you know what, should we enter, should we not enter? I was like, you know what, since we already took an entry on this and we're already down by 1%, let me not enter now, because this is going to be a risk entry. Let me rather wait for this to confirm. That's some of the things that I talk about, risk entries and reduced risk entry. This was going to be a risk entry if I entered here. So I left it, and then it went up, broke above. As soon as it broke above, that's when it started confirming my movement, on which even with my forecasting, that's what I wanted. And boom, I put a buy here. And we initially had stop losses. I think it was like maybe somewhere around, I think we had stop losses somewhere around here, if I'm not too sure. And yeah, price went boom up, came back, and you can simply see with this, it was just a full confirmation because it came back left shoulder. Can put this here, head, can put this here, right shoulder. So you can see that also a head and shoulders was another type of confirmation that gave us here. And you can see as soon as the broke out, it came back to retest on this line, and there's a beautiful start that we got here. Then boom, price shot up. As soon as we bought, it played around for maybe 4 or 5 hours, and then from there, boom, it shot up, went all the way up, came back down here, and then price now pushed upwards. So now looking at this structure and where we are right now, you can simply see that price is literally at resistance here, né? So price is literally, it found its new resistance. And even if I may just show you guys from the previous structures right here, you can see that this area has been a very strong resistance. Price couldn't break above here, and eventually this is where we found the resistance at. So it's very important of us now. I believe that you are now in profits, you're holding this, because I also shared this in the Telegram group. So literally everyone is eating from this. So one of the ways that we can go about here is locking our profits. It's either maybe here, if you don't want to be too aggressive, at the end you still go back home with a few profits. Let's see how many profits, how much percent you go back home with, at least 1.6%. But I think I'm more likely to lock my profits maybe somewhere around here, and I can go home with at least, let's see, over 2% here. I can go home with 2.5% if it happens to take me out. But if it just happens to respect around here, and then because what I'm waiting for is like at least a break to the upside, maybe we can also get another entry on this once it breaks above, and then we can have our stop loss way here, and our next take profit would be somewhere around maybe here. And I know that this trade would easily turn into a 5%, this one would be a 3%. So when you add them all together, 5 plus 3 plus these few cents at the back, you're looking at 9%, close to 9% on just this single trade that we'll be capitalizing on. And to be honest, this is a very good opportunity for you to actually be involved in this trade if you're not already, because we are still going high, guys. Like, even if it gets here, it doesn't mean that this is our take profit, because you can still hold this all the way up here. You can hold it, come to our first take profit on the daily. Imagine if you're holding these two coming to the take profit. That means this side is 10%, this side is 12%. Already you're making over 22% on just the simple trade, which is something that I believe is very beautiful. But yeah, I just wanted to update you guys on this beautiful trade. I promise that I won't be taking too long. I just love sharing a lot of information that is valuable, because I know that you watching this video, you took your time into respecting the work that I do. So obviously it means that you would love to actually receive the value that you are paying attention to. And what I'll do is that I'll just make sure that I'm updating you guys in the Telegram group. So make sure that you are in the group. If you're not, the link is down in the description box. What you can easily do is just go in the description box. You'll see our Telegram link there. It says join our Telegram group. Press on it, and then you can join for free. Obviously, you don't have to pay a single cent, and you can start following these trades that I talk about and I share. I'll see you guys on the next YouTube video. The one thing that you can do for me is the way that you can show appreciation to my to me putting in the work and show you guys some of these things that I do on my channel. What you can do is to easily just hit that subscribe button, because that's the only way that you can pay for watching these videos. You don't take out a single cent. All you do is just press a button that allows you to be able to get access to my videos whenever I upload them. And yeah, I think I'll see you in the next YouTube video. So Thank you so much for tuning in.